What's up, everybody? My name is Zach, and today I got your back. Today I'm going to be talking about how to manifest, because so many times we want things in life, we do everything that we have learned spiritually, and we're still not seeing any change in our reality, and we're wondering why. For example, you may have a desire, you may want some money, you may want to manifest money. You may go to sleep every single night imagining that you already have money, because you know that in order to properly impress the subconscious mind, you need to live in the now and imagine that you have your desire now. So every single night you are going to sleep imagining through your senses, turning your senses off through your imagination, imagining that there's money in your hands, imagining that you could physically feel it, and doing this every single night, and then doing your affirmations every morning, every night, telling yourself that you already have which you desire. But in your reality, it seems that nothing is changing. In fact, things might even be getting worse, and that's why you clicked on this video. Well, today I'm going to be talking about how to stop this, what you're doing wrong, and what you can be doing differently, because manifesting is not really what we think it is. Sometimes we overcomplicate things. We already know what we should be doing. It may be uncomfortable, and that's why we're not doing it. And on top of that, we're just overthinking in general. Well, the first thing you need to do in order to manifest something is to have a desire. And this desire needs to be natural, meaning that you actually have to have a burning desire. Think and Grow Rich says this statement: burning desire. What does that mean? Well, if you have a desire, when you have an urge, like somebody is pushing you spiritually and you feel like you need to be doing something right now, that is a burning desire. Now, I don't want you to judge yourself for having any of these, even if you think it is bad. Maybe you're trying to change a habit that you have, and this habit is in form of a desire. For example, maybe you love to drink alcohol and you're trying to stop it, or you love to eat junk food and you're trying to stop it. But every single night, since you have habits formed, you feel this strong urge to go do it. That is desire. So oftentimes desire can mean many different things, but if we're looking in the form of trying to bring something into our reality, we need to have a burning desire. It needs to be natural. It cannot be forced. So often you hear, this is how you trick the mind to get what you want. This is how you finesse the system. But when you do this, you're not doing it naturally, which means you're not really going to get any feeling inside of you when you're trying to do it. And feeling emotion is the key to manifesting. Feeling and the emotion is the fuel needed to send the rocket ship up into the universe, down into the universe, to God, which is already within you. And that is another thing that a lot of people fail to realize, that God is within you. It is not some being outside of you. Same with the universe. When we think of the universe, we think of all the stars and galaxies outside of us, but think in terms of the universe in you. Universe, God, subconscious, Father, they're all the same thing. It's all within us. Think of the heart chakra. That is what we're trying to reach right now. In order to reach that, in order to impregnate that with a thought, you must have feeling. Think of a rocket ship. Think of blasting off into space when trying to send a thought down into the heart, or into the soul, or into God, or subconscious. In order to do this, when we pray and affirm what we want to believe, we need to have an emotion that sends this thought down into the heart. In order to do this, it needs to be an authentic emotion. And if we don't have authentic emotion, all of these thoughts, affirmations, all these imaginations that we're doing aren't going to be sent anywhere. And that's why we don't see change. So it is important to understand that we need to have a real desire. It needs to be natural. Now, once we determine this, I want you to stop and just become aware of it. Don't try to act on your urge to your desire. Don't judge yourself, but don't act immediately. Take some time and watch yourself. And a lot of the times when people say become aware, it really means that to go outside of your body, to let yourself be what you're doing now. Let yourself continue to feel what you're feeling now. Don't try to get rid of the feeling, which is what a lot of people do, and they suppress feelings and have deep trauma within them because they never healed from it. And it's just a result of pushing them desires down, whenever you feel them, I shouldn't be feeling this, you judge yourself. And this is why we feel so much stress. So whenever you feel an urge to do something that you want to change, or you feel an urge to do and bring something into your life through action, you need to take action in order to manifest this right now. I'm feeling this deep action. Instead of judging yourself and being like, okay, I shouldn't be doing this, I should be at peace, I should let things happen as they unfold in their own time. Instead of doing that, really just become aware of how you feel. Become aware, because emotions are so powerful and we do not know them. Natural emotions are very powerful because they don't often come. It's hard to just bring them up out of nowhere. So whenever we're feeling them, sit with them, become aware of what mask we have on in that moment, and then you could still choose to act on your emotion after that. But the biggest thing, the most important thing that a lot of people don't do when they're trying to manifest is determine why they want their first desire. You see, there are levels to desires, many different layers. And the first layer, which is in this case, I want money. I want to manifest $10,000. If you want to manifest $10,000 you're imagining in your hands every single night, you never really ask yourself why. You already know why deep within. Your heart knows why, your subconscious knows why, because those are the limiting beliefs, the fear, doubt, and worry. That is the why. But we need to determine the why. There is a reason we want that money, and we need to determine that reason, because if we don't and we just go straight to imagining the money, which is the external desire, which is the surface level desire, it's going to be very hard to bring it into reality. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to do that. It's actually a very important step, and all that progress that you have done and imagining that you have done is very key, and that's very important, and you're doing good. When you have a desire, you imagine the end goal, which you have been doing, and that is very good, and I want you to give you some credit for that. You imagine the money every single night, but you need to go further than that to really bring out the emotion to fuel these affirmations, to send them quickly to the subconscious, to God, to the universe, which is already within you. So when we ask the question why, when we really dig deep and meditate and we calm the mind in meditation right before we go to sleep, and we ask why do we want this money? Often what times comes is because there's a fear, doubt, or worry that is causing this desire. And this right here is what is blocking your desire from coming in. This right here is blocking the manifestation itself. You see, everything that you're doing is correct. Imagining the end, feeling it, really seeing it in your hands, through your imagination, through your third eye, whatever you want to call it. All that is the right thing. But as soon as you get done with that and then go on about your day, fear, doubt, and worry is what is stopping you. The reason that you continue to have the urges for your desire, the reason that you want to ask God for signs to know that you're gonna get it, and you want to know, like, can I see more repeating numbers? Can I see a sign from God through somebody to tell me that I'm doing good, I'm on the right track? Stop looking for signs so much, because when you're looking for signs, it means it is just masking a fear, doubt, or worry. Because in order to bring something into existence, in order to have your desire, you need to become your desire. Most people don't ever try to become their desire. They try to bring their desire into them. But you have to understand your desire is already within you. All of the things that you need, all the emotions and feelings and thoughts and beliefs that you need in order to attract your desire into this world are already within you. And you need to realize that. The reason that we continue to want these desires, the reason that we feel the natural urge, the burningness, the push that's pushing us towards trying to take action, is because of the fear, doubt, and worry that is causing the desire in the first place. So once we go down, say you wanted that $10,000, you really want to manifest it, and then you stop while you're feeling it, you become aware that you are feeling it, and you ask yourself, why do you want this money? Lots of the times we will be scared with some of those answers. We will try to run for them because we think if we start thinking all of the reasons that we don't want them, they're going to come true. For example, I want this money because I'm worrying about paying my bills this month. I want this money because it would really cure all that stress within me. I want this money because I will feel secure and love and peace and happiness and joy. Really become aware of what you just said. You want the money because you are worrying that you can't pay your bills. You want the money because you don't know if you're going to pay the bills. You want the money because you're afraid you won't be able to pay the bills. Really look and take a deep look and meditate and really examine yourself. Examine all of the thoughts that you have when you go deep and you determine why you want it. Because don't think that if you're thinking about all the reasons, for example, if you think that thought, I want it because I want to pay my bills, and then you think, I can't be thinking that because that's in terms of lack. So you stop thinking it. You're actually doing it backwards. Every time you think of your desire, every time you want a sign, you're thinking in terms of lack. Here's the thing. To truly know that your manifestation worked, in order to truly know that it's coming, you wouldn't be seeking a sign. You wouldn't even have any doubt, fear, or worry. You would just know that it's answered. And in order to know that it's answered, you need to get rid of the fear, doubt, and worry, the limiting belief that is inside you. In order to do that, you need to become aware of it, and then become aware of yourself whenever you are acting on one of these. For example, in order to achieve the desire of $10,000, you can manifest and try to think about it all you want. But when you really go down below the surface level and dig that hole and go to the next layer within yourself, and you realize it's because you want to pay the bills. The reason you want that is so you could feel free, so you could not stress no more. Once you eliminate the stress, worry, and fear, and you understand that these emotions are just a state of being. It's just a state of being, and that state of being is what you can control. You cannot satisfy or live for two masters at once. Meaning you cannot live for the good and the bad side of you at once. You are picking a side. So whenever you are thinking of fear and then you want your desire, you are living, your state of being is in fear, doubt, and worry. Instead of going to your desire, when you feel these worries, instead of being like, man, I really want that money. I really want that money. Determine that you're just living in this. This is just masking up this. Work on this first. So whenever you are experiencing this, you need to come up with affirmations for this, not for this. For example, don't come up with surface level affirmations. Come up for the next level affirmations for your limiting beliefs. So instead of saying, I have $10,000, I could feel the $10,000 in my hands. I'm now grateful that I have $10,000. I'm so happy that I have. Instead of doing that, I am now comfortable and at peace that I can pay my bills on time. Affirmations like that. I am now secure in my finances, knowing that every single month my bills will be paid. I know that I am now free. You notice, instead of saying, I have money, which is external, physical, in our reality, the surface level, you are now saying you have feelings. And when you have feelings, you have something to go to whenever your limiting belief pops up and you become aware of it. So whenever throughout the day you realize and find yourself thinking thoughts of, man, I don't know if I'm going to pay my bills. Understand that the state of being that you are in is fear, doubt, and worry. That is your limiting belief. And you have to cast that out to make room to become your desire now, which is, I am now happy, grateful, I feel secure. I'm at peace knowing that all my bills are paid every single month. I don't even worry about bills. I'm at peace. All of these emotions that we are saying, you continue to say them and you change and shift the state of being into that. And once you do that, you will even forget that you wanted the $10,000 because now you brought up those feelings that you really wanted to feel from the surface level thing, the $10,000 itself. And once you feel that, once you feel safe, peace, secure, stress-free, you will now attract this thing into your reality because you already did the imagination a billion times, which you didn't even have to do. And it is really as simple as that. In order to manifest your desire, You just need to become it. Become it now. How can I become a person with $10,000 when I don't have it? Well, you imagine, what would that person feel like? In order to imagine and really know what that person would feel like, you ask yourself why you want it. After you ask yourself why you want it, you determine the fears. You just do the opposite of the fears. Give these positive affirmations. And then instead of thinking of your desire whenever you're feeling fear, instead of wanting that $10,000 whenever you're feeling fearful, whenever you're feeling fearful, you realize that it is just a state of being. You stop, you reflect, you become aware. And then you shift to the other state of being, which is, I am at peace knowing that my bills are paid. I am at peace knowing I don't stress about money. I have an abundance of money. And these are all feelings. And the more you continue to say these and build the habit of you living in that state of being, then you will become your desire. And when you become your desire, you will already have the surface level thing that you wanted, which now you don't even really want, because now you realize it was just the emotions that you were wanting. You see, we go about manifestation all backward. In order to manifest something, we have to have feeling to fuel it. But what we don't understand is the thing that we're sending up in the rocket ship, the words and the physical thing that we want, the surface level thing, isn't really what we want. We just want to find the power within us, the fuel within us, to send the rocket ship up, and then we'll be happy and be at peace. So if you guys have any questions about this subject, let me know down below in the comments, and I will be checking everybody's comments out, trying to help everybody out. Videos will be coming most likely every single day. I do have a TikTok page. I will put that in the description down below. If you guys came from TikTok, thank you guys for your support, and I appreciate you guys so much. I hope this video helped you in any bit, and I pray that you bless yourself. This is Zach. Peace.